What is going on? It's been such a long time. Wanted to get back on this for myself. And, for any other struggling new trader, I've been struggling for months. Just kind of slowly bleeding my account. Um, Kind of like a one step forward, two steps back type of deal, where I feel like I start to get some success, and then I just lose a bunch of a bunch of trades in a row, and feel like I'm back at square one. And so in December, I deposited 1,800 in my account mid December. I got that to about 3,500 probably by the end of December. Literally, it was just like a crazy market, and I got lucky for a couple of big tickers. And then really ever since the new year, I've just been struggling. I've just been slowly bleeding my account. So now my account went from about 3,600 to 2,500. So in the general scheme of things, I haven't lost a bunch of money, but just losing a bunch. So losing. Fast forward to about last 2 weeks ago. I had a great week. I had won 6 trades in a row. Probably my best week ever, I would say. I don't think I've ever won 6 trades in a row. And then the week after that, I lost 6 trades in a row. And now I'm here, essentially. All I've been focusing on the past few weeks, past month, is day ones. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I looked back, I think around March time, I looked back from like a few month trades, like December, January, February, March. And I was bad at everything, but I was the least bad at day ones. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on day ones. It's going to make my life a lot easier, and kind of just go from there. So that's what I've been focusing on. And like I said, sometimes, some days I feel like I'm doing okay, and then the others I feel completely lost. And so I'm just going to jump into the charts for myself here. I'm just going to go to the percent gainers, a scan that I have set up. Just get rid of this. So MKDW, and this is literally the first time I'm looking at things today. So MKDW, I don't see any news. Bottom bouncer all the way from 17. 13 flow, low dilution rating on DT. Just kind of spiked. Had this breakout here. I marked this level for a potential bounce area. And it did bounce, but very quickly, but a very substantial bounce. I mean, 66 all the way to 90. What time? This happened at 12:30 though. So I'm going to play something around lunchtime. So other than that, I don't really see any opportunities. And it happened really quick too. I mean, you see this crazy 5-minute candle. So really the only opportunity was this breakout here. Breakout right here. So I don't really know how to play these, the ones that pop up kind of randomly in the in the later morning or midday. Like, so I don't know. The only play I see here that would have made sense would have been here. And this reversal, while is nice, I don't know. Trading something at 12:30 is tough for me. CHSN. I think this was China, right? I've kind of sworn off China too. Yeah, China, kind of a higher flow, 18 million flow. Again, I drew this area as a bounce level. I'm on the 5-minute chart right now. I mean, this is a beautiful higher low. near lows, right? So this was a big kind of range for the bounce, but I mean, really kind of perfect, right, at this breakout level here. And then it made a higher low, and then it made another higher low. Again, though, this is Chinese, so I don't know. Like, this happens. I've seen it, but I don't know. Like, this also could just, you buy this right here, and it just just plummets, right? So, the 5-minute chart though does look fairly clean though. You just had red, and then had its first green candle and kind of ran. So, also came from 20 cents area. So another bottom bouncer. But nice little afternoon push though, for sure. I mean, from 30 to 48. I mean, back to VWAP. That's not bad. But ultimately a fader, right? So 2 faders, right? After big runs, though. I mean, this went from all the way to 120, and this went from after hours 20 to 64. So no pre-market opportunities really. I'm kind of ignoring that, and this is China, so like, is it surprising? No, but is it random? Yes, I feel like. I lost on a breakout play on this ticker last week. I think this is higher float. No, it's not. Okay. So I just kind of wasn't even really interested in this at all. I wasn't in front of I didn't have internet today until now also, but I'm hindsight 2020. When did this start? 11:30. Yeah. So I'm not really playing. I wouldn't be playing any of this. I liked this play because it went all the way to 340 and then fell to this kind of previous support line I had. But again, playing something at 1240, I don't know. I just don't like trading between essentially 11 until 1, really. And another thing that I kind of learned from trading this ticker last week is like, look at the previous candles of this chart. So imagine I'm playing this here. Let's just say I was thinking about it. If I look at all these candles here, this is a 5-minute chart. You see all these crazy wicks? This stock is choppy, and it's, again, trading not incredible volume. So my point to that is be ready. If you're going to play this, it's going to be choppy based on its previous price action. So that's 2 kind of like lunchtime reversals. We had one with MKDW and then NWTG. So lunchtime reversals, not really ideal. And then you had a China play reversal, afternoon reversal. Also not ideal. This one I was looking at on my phone. Reverse split. Reverse splits have been in play. The volume on this was okay. I didn't like that. It's a super low flow and it's a reverse split. That was really the main reason. And this play right here was kind of what I was looking at, kind of a miss. It's still under VWAP here, and you could have risked kind of all these lows. There was a lot of consolidation, and in my opinion, this was kind of setting up as a push. I don't know how else to explain it, in the sense of like reaching back to highs. And I don't really know why I felt that way. I guess maybe because you had a clear resistance here, but not too much, right? Because and I'm thinking of shorts in this case. There's 2 locations of shorts here and here, and it's consolidating here, which isn't too far away from up there, but far enough to where shorts may want to cover and lock in some gains. So when this goes consolidating below VWAP, above this double bottom, and it's kind of close, because you always have to think worst case scenario, but you could also think best case scenario, where we've seen a bunch of times, even just a couple of weeks ago, where this just rips to new highs. And it was just kind of visually setting up that way. So this miss right here, and even if you bought this strong 5-minute candle with a higher low, bought this close, risking these lows. What's the close here? 814. It's close at 935. Right, that's over $1 a share. That's pretty good. So that was probably the best play of the day, I feel like. Yeah, I feel like that was kind of the best play of the day. That made the most sense. And then what do we got here? Another kind of 88 all the way to 103. I mean, that's not bad. Yeah, okay. Higher. This is a higher float, 30 million float. Probably trading more volume than it's ever had, though, but low dilution rating too. So low everywhere across the board on this. And it's a $30 million float. Actually, kind of interested in this for merger. No, never mind. Not really interested, but yeah, I mean, a nice bounce. So yeah, I mean, we have a merger. I'm not even going to, I mean, we have a merger. What time did this happen? 6 o'clock. I mean, this is after halted mess, so I don't care about this. So yeah, we had a merger, a reverse split, a choppy ass garbage stock with NWDG, China play, and kind of a lunchtime reversal. Yeah, 2 lunchtime reversals, one of them being super choppy. MKDW, kind of random runner in the morning, but nice breakout. CHAS, a China play, but nice afternoon push. Yeah, I think my favorite play was this one, BJDX reverse split afternoon push. We have a double bottom that starts at lunchtime with a very good amount of consolidation. I mean, essentially a half hour of consolidation at a whole number with clear risk, little push through VWAP. You're good to go. That was my favorite play of the day. And this is all you need. And that's kind of why I'm also just focusing on day ones, because it's like, why I don't need more than this. If I could hit this once a day, every day, I'm good. This is 10%, over 10%. If you make 10% trade a day, dude, you're good. Like you're good. Like that's all I need. That's all I want. So like I don't even want to focus on all these different patterns like first green days and 3-day surges and reverse splits and kind of overwhelm myself. Like if I can't even figure out one pattern, I don't need to try to figure out the other ones. And I feel like this is my best shot, not only from a personality standpoint, but from a market standpoint. I mean, if you're going long, day one is going to be your best opportunity most of the time. So not to say these other patterns don't have fruitful gains, they absolutely do. But if I could just hit this once a day, dude, like, and again, some days I feel like I'm so close. Hindsight's always 2020 though. Like this is obviously easier said than done. I was looking at this live though, and I'm hesitant because I lose so much. I just lose so much, so I lose confidence, and then I miss plays, then I do FOMO, and it's just kind of this bad cycle, you know. So yeah, I don't feel like I missed much. This is what I'm looking at as far as I feel like what I missed. Overall markets kind of shaky, and that's kind of what we're seeing with. I mean, this is a big drop. Yeah, this is a big drop. That's good though. This is good. This is a good this is a drop. Oh, high wick today too. So, yeah, this is a nice drop. This is good though, because when we bounce back, it'll be strong. So, and they're both kind of approaching this longer term support. Both have these high wicks. So we'll kind of see. Hopefully, it cracks even more. Honestly, because if you can make money in a kind of a weird market, then in a hot market, you'll be good to go. So yeah, all of these falling. What is gold doing? Gold is ripping. The oil is stagnant. So yeah, I think what we're seeing in the overall markets is what we're seeing in the small cap. Is we're kind of seeing. I don't know. It's kind of a little shaky, but we are seeing these big moves in small cap. But I feel like, yeah, you got to be careful as always, and it's hard out there. So yeah, I don't feel like I missed much other than this BJDX. I did see this other insane low volume reverse split. Yeah, JNVR. This thing went from $5 to, I mean, this is clean price action. This is very clean. This is a very clean kind of parabolic black swan afternoon breakout. This is probably a halt here, I would assume. Yeah, I'll always probably disregard this right now because my account's so small, but I like this play, this breakout play, specific right at 3 p.m. too. Yeah, like this is risky, but I really like this play as a long because it's kind of like it's confirming that it's a black swan in my opinion. And if there are any shorts up here, this is where they give up. They're going to give up at 3 p.m. They're not going to probably short this all the way into the close, right? So that's kind of my thesis, but I haven't really had the chance to trade one because it's hindsight is 2020. Like when this thing is fucking ripping and it's up 800%, and you know what I mean, like it's hard. So I could just delete all these. So yeah, I'm just looking at day ones. I feel like that's all I missed, really. So BJDX. I'm going to try to make more videos, really for any struggling trader, and hopefully one day I won't be struggling, and these videos can be watched and as learning moments. So yeah.